Hi to the people of St. Mark's. It's Father Justin here with our second installment of the Canterbury Tales. This is our first day in Canterbury. We're recording this from a private garden here at the lodge at Canterbury Cathedral. We are right across the I don't know, it's like a path or something like that. It's not even a street from the cathedral, which you guys can kind of see here lit up behind me, behind the trees. We got here this morning and have enjoyed a day. Really just enjoying the hospitality of the cathedral, and in particular of the Dean, Robert Willis. The Dean was so kind to basically spend the afternoon with us and show us around his house and show us around the cathedral. We got to have tea in his backyard, although it's really a garden. It's a beautiful garden. It's not so much a backyard. In any case, you guys will get to hear a word from Dean Robert, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. It depends on his schedule. Hospitality is a part of the identity of Canterbury Cathedral, because Canterbury Cathedral, for a great span of its history, was actually a Benedictine monastery, or a monastery in the tradition of Saint Benedict. And one of Saint Benedict's famous rules was that monasteries ought to be places of hospitality. You ought to be generous, always open to receiving strangers and pilgrims and so on. And the cathedral continues to do that today, and we got to enjoy that. So we're here before we do another Benedictine thing, which is to say our prayers. Each night we're ending our day by saying a service of Compline out of our American prayer book, having prayed in the tradition of the Church of England with our Anglican brothers and sisters here for services every day of morning prayer or matins, Holy Communion or the Eucharist, and evensong or evening prayer. But before we do that, we wanted to say hello to you and to ask for your continued prayers, to thank you for the prayers we've received so far. We can feel their benefit, and to remind you that we're praying for you, and also to give these folks an opportunity to say something about their day. Anybody here with a word about what it was like to be received here at the cathedral by the Dean? You know, spend the afternoon hanging out with this guy, having tea, those funky colas. Oh yeah, he threw me an impromptu birthday party out there in the garden, which was pretty awesome. Anybody with a word about what that was like for you?
I think Dean Robert was a really cool guy. He was really open, like welcome to have us right off the bat. Easily one of the smartest people I've ever met. He was pulling facts, left and right about different objects in the church that were like this small. And he was really nice to have us in his backyard. He, it's clear that like he has a pretty high up role in the church, and that was like, I guess, pretty cool just to like be with someone having tea in their backyard who like was with the Pope last week. Yeah,
totally.
It was also a pretty great experience just being able to pick his brain about everything, because as Max said, he was really smart, he knew a lot, and he wasn't really afraid to give his opinion on about anything we asked him, and always seemed to give us a good answer no matter what we asked, which was really nice.
Totally good. Anyone else?
And for being so high up in the church, he spent so much time with us, and he brought us all around the grounds, and he brought us to his house and literally had a birthday party. So that was really nice, and he knows the Queen. So
we're like one away from the Queen.
Yeah. The Queen has had dinner at his
house. The Pope
house.
is a really good guy. Met the Pope, hangs out with the Pope. So.
Totally. So, Dean Robert, when I first came here on pilgrimage as a seminarian, said that he sees Canterbury Cathedral as like mother's kitchen for the entire Anglican communion, just like going home after being away and sitting down and having a chat with your parents in the kitchen. And I think that's what we've all felt today. We're going to do the scale of 1 to 10 thing again. 10 being awesome, 1 being meh, okay? So we'll start with an easy one. Sticky toffee pudding.
0.
Listen, I'll give it like an 8.
Yeah, I'd go 7.
Yeah. Okay.
7.
The Dean's tea. There was a lot of hubbub over the quality
the
of
tea is the best tea you've ever had. I usually had multiple hot tea with milk. Best tea you've had, hands down.
I mixed it with lemonade. It was definitely
still
a 10.
good?
It was a 10.
11 out of 10?
Still good. 11 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Or, as
Prince George said about his mother's garden. 20 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like 2,000.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The idea here is that you're not gonna have better tea anywhere you go.
Yeah.
And then Dean Roberts.
If you're looking for the best
Definitely
tea
backyard.
ever, just go to the Dean of Canterbury's back garden.
Probably more than
Yeah,
happy
just
to have
take a little
All right.
quick trip over here.
All right, scale of 1 to 10. First even song in the cathedral.
10.
10. So cool.
Okay, last one. Scale of 1 to 10. Father Justin turning 30.
30.
1,000.
30.
Yeah.
Excellent.
30,000.
I needed that. Okay. Goodbye, people at St. Mark's. We love you. God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.